This is supposed to be how to stream with high quality on YouTube, Facebook, any social media.
What's up, guys? A little technical difficulty starting this thing off. I don't know why.
But let me turn that down because we are live, guys. So we're still working out the kinks. I usually have all this ready to go, but it's COVID-19 and my kids are homeschooling, so I'm like trying to squeeze all this YouTube stuff in the process of teaching the kids. So let's just get to it. So, guys, it's resized everything. Great. So the first things first, man, what you're going to need is a great microphone. And what I'm using is a little bit more difficult, but it shall work. But the first thing you want is some good audio for your stream. Without good audio, the stream is completely pointless. So what I recommend is Diddy's VLAV. This thing's $50. It's got TRRS, so it pretty much virtually works on laptops, phones, iPads, pretty much any device. The only device I think it doesn't work on straight out the box is Fuji, which is Fuji is TRS. So you'll need the Rode adapter to work on the Fuji, which I have somewhere laying around. But you'll need that for Fuji for that to work properly. What I use is, and what I'm currently using now is the VMic Pro, and it's actually boomed overhead. See if I can get another view here. It's actually boomed slightly out of view right there, and that's what I'm using now for this live stream. Works great. It's actually a shotgun mic, but you can use it as a boom also. It's very versatile. It's very sensitive. It works. And let's go here. As far as programs, what you'll need, Ecamm works great for Mac users. You just plug straight in. You won't need any outer interfaces, anything else. Anything, you just plug straight into your Mac, and it just works good. It's not as good as what I'm gonna show you here in a little bit. Not as good. The latency isn't as great, and the audio is kind of laggy. The other program you'll need is StreamYard. With StreamYard, both of those are free, and you can use StreamYard, which is the same way. Plug in, and you can get your cam to work straight through that link. So it's basically like FaceTime and Zoom, but both these go to social media. And the most important piece, if you want to have the best quality of streaming, I suggest to get a Elgato. Let me find it here. HD60S for PC users, HD60S Plus for Mac users, or the 4K Cam Link for Mac users. For some odd reason, the HD60S doesn't work directly to Macs, but it works on everything else. The Cam Link 4K works, and the HD60S Plus both work on Macs. So on my next live, I'll dig in and go show you some tips and tricks inside the programs and show you exactly what works and what doesn't. Yes, X Factor, these are 3.5 millimeters on the jacks. That's pretty much factory down everything. The 4K Cam Link does work on Windows. Everything from Elgato works on Windows, so Windows just works out, period. But the HD60S version, the one I have on the screen here, it doesn't work on Mac. It just, don't know why. They got some extra drivers and stuff. We tried it last week, and it just didn't work. So we went in and got the Cam Link 4K and the HD60S Plus. Let me see what else here. Excuse me, guys. I mean, and that's pretty much it to get everything to stream in high quality. Let's go to Cam 2 again. All right, so back, and man, what I suggest is just get in there and just play with everything. Just make sure everything is working. Yeah, Rode is okay. I'm a fan of Diddy. I like to do stuff on a budget that's professional. So if I can get something that's professional sounding and not break the bank, that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, I got kids, I got family, so I can't be just dumping money on, you know, Black Magic and other name brand products. I mean, which, you know, they're not bad products. They're just, to me, a little bit overpriced. See, as far as there's other programs you can use too. You can use ZoomWorks, and what happens is when you plug these devices in, they show up as webcams. So you just go in and say, hey, I want to use the HD camera here, and it's gonna pop up as a webcam. So you select that, and then if you have a audio interface, like what I'm using now, which is kind of over here, it's kind of down here, you select that audio interface as your mic. So you can actually use your line input also on your laptops or your PCs, which is, you know, great. But if you use an XLR phantom power, it's going to sound a lot better. Like I'm using once again, the V3 Pro, and it's boomed. And I mean, sounds good. Sounds good. You can use OBS, but OBS is complicated. It's super complicated. Same thing with Wirecast. I use Wirecast, and it gets complicated. There's a lot of stuff that goes in the mix just to get everything programmed and worked out. Like I just started this a while ago, and for some odd reason, it didn't have my camera in there, so I had to set up a whole nother camera when we started. So there's pros and cons to each program. I haven't tried XSplit at all. Thanks, Ike. I haven't tried XSplit yet. I think I looked at it once or twice, but I hadn't just dug into it. When I have time, I'll check it out. Where Ike at? Oh, I love you too, Ike. Hey man, y'all shout out to Photo Me, Ike, my biggest hater. You know, if I wasn't doing nothing right, he wouldn't be here. So once again, we'll go over these parts again. The HD60S works on all platforms except Mac. The Camlink 4K works on Mac. The HD60S Plus works on the Mac. For microphones, now the VLAV is corded, but man, it's still an amazing sounding mic. YouTube, check out Adam. I think his name is Adam, and listen to some of his interviews with that thing. It's nice. It's really amazing. You know, for $50, and it's powered. So once again, it's gonna work on that TRRS system to work in almost any device except Fuji without the adapter. Programs I recommend: StreamYard, ease of use, just like Skype or anything else, and you just add people in. And Ecamm for Mac users. Once again, StreamYard works on both. Ecamm is just Mac only. And the mic I was running is this here. Like I said, it works as a shotgun mic on camera, so it's really versatile, man. I can't say, you know, it's probably my best buy when I bought this mic. I got rid of Rode and went to this one, and it's more versatile than the Rode, period, point blank. Check out some of these questions here. Let's go. The free version is good enough. Yes, the HD60S is 60 frames, no latency, so it's got direct playback in the program. So once it's streaming, you're gonna have a little bit of playback. I mean, a little bit of delay once you're streaming. I think maybe like a 10-second to YouTube, 8-second to Facebook, but your live view from your camera is on point. It's right up there. Let's see. Next question is, OBS is good for 20 to 30 for me, blah, blah, blah. Michael, the camera I'm using right now is, of course, the Z6. I mean, that's my film cam 24/7. That's what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use the Z6 in the field, out the field, at home. Man, it's just crispy clean. Like you can see my gray hair up here. That one that's there, you can see it right there. It's just clean. But other than that, man, any more questions, let me know. So OBS, you have to drop something. But like once again, these things are good for gaming too. So what I do like about the HD60S and the S Plus is it's got an input and it's got an output. So you can output to another monitor so you can actually see what's going on. With the Cam Link, it's just USB to 4K to HDMI input, and that's it. Once you plug in, that's it. Yes, sir. This is the high quality streams on a budget. I mean, you got to think the HD60S is $139, $149. The Daddy is $199. I mean, and that's it. You add some lighting, some gels. You're it. That's it. You're in there. So that's it for this stream, guys. Any questions, I'll be answering. I'll be doing some tagging later. Lighting setup is HD. The lighting setup is a SL60 with a QSB 26. Just a strobe with the gel on it back here, and then the Godox X30 as my backlight. That is it. Yep, I got this 4K. I'm gonna roll through the comments before I get out of here, guys. Trying to make this short and sweet. And if the audio's jacked up, let me know. Because I just ran with On The Go. I was finishing some kids' homework for this homeschool stuff. And this homeschool stuff is for the birds. This Rona need to leave. So it's easy for me to drop a live to try to record a video with them and try to edit, so it'll take so long. So I can just drop a live and be in and out. Comments, but I don't see too many more comments rolling in. So I'm gonna get out of here, guys.